on this episode of Pawn Stars.
Earlier, a guy brought in a pretty amazing old crossbow. I need some help figuring out the price, so I called in Craig to give me a little advice.
Boy, that's really nice. This is like a castle gun. This is not one that you'd really be carrying around a lot. And a lot of people give crossbows a bad rap because they're short range, but to me, it's a different kind of weapon than a longbow. A longbow, although you can point at somebody and shoot them and do damage, it's really an indirect fire weapon, like they used them in Agincourt. I mean, throwing millions of them down onto troops. This is direct fire, you know? You could take your time and aim at somebody from behind a castle rampart and hit them square in the chest. Crossbows have been around before Christ. Chinese were using them and the Romans were using them. In the Middle Ages, it was very important because you could train someone to use it in maybe 5 minutes. It's sort of like the AK-47 of the Middle Ages.
So what year do you think it is?
A crossbow with this style probably does date between 1550 and 1650, because that's when Germans were fighting a lot. I mean, a lot of interstate fighting, and they always had things like this around the castles.
Yeah, I believe this is from the city-state of Bavaria.
What makes you say that?
I've studied it. It's a standard military-issue weapon at that time.
I tend to agree with you, and one of the things that sort of leads me to believe that is this bone upper cover. And that's there for a reason. It's smoother than wood, and it's less prone to splintering. There's a functional reason this is here. This is a military crossbow.
Yeah.
What's the damn thing worth?
That's a good question, because these do not trade on the public market. The collector market for this is very tight. But when you do find them and you see them sell at auction, a crossbow like this that's original, that has the original string, a matching Kraniken, no significant repairs that I can see, no damage, I'd say you're probably talking between $7,000 and $10,000.
I want to disagree with you. It's like twice that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one, and I monitor the auctions. Listen, I think if you put this out at a show,
I'd get an offer.
you'd get an offer, but I don't think
Probably more than one.
But I don't think it'd be 12,000. I think you'd find it'd be a range of 7 to 10.
For
Sometimes
somebody that doesn't have a crossbow and has been wanting one,
Yes,
this
agreed.
is...
If you were a collector and you had to have one of these, sometimes having to have one means you're going to spend extra money, but that's not what I'm going to value the piece at.
Right.
So,
Okay.
All right.
All right, man.
thanks,
Hey,
Richard.
thanks, Kurt.